What up, YouTube? It's a Thief coming in hot with a Fortnite video. Remember to click on that subscribe button and enable notifications to stay up to date on all things Fortnite. And as always, catch me live at twitch.tv/TC Thief, streaming live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Central European Time. I just wanted to put out this video. I just did a solo repair the shelter and the party buff missions, the 100 party buffs, which buffs the adds to 118. And I'll keep putting out these as I go because the subs demanded more of this gameplay video footage. So I get to the shelter and I'm just going to build a basic shelter. There's no way to tell what kind of husks they are going to be now because of the way they redid the whole system. So all I did was build a box around the shelter and I build the reverse ramps. All right, it's going to be a 360-degree defense because I don't know where the husks are coming from because of the way the repair the shelter works. So I build metal on bottom, brick on top, and then I reinforce the roof just because lobber protection. There's a lot of lobbers and flingers in repair the shelter. Most of the time it's either lobber or flinger waves, but I don't know how I keep getting smasher waves in these 118 parties. I must be really unlucky. But yeah, simple build. I don't trap yet because I don't know where the husks are coming from, but I do build the reverse ramps and, you know, the box around the shelter with the reinforced roof. So after I activate the shelter or the console, I go around looking for modules. I'm not gonna sit there and walk you through that. You guys know, I mean, the modules spawn. They're really hard to find now because I think they reduced the opacity, so they're really hard to see, in my opinion. So once again, you can see me right here reinforcing the roof. We're just going to go ahead and fast forward through me finding the modules. The thing in repair the shelter is if you find the first module in before the timer starts, you don't have to do the first wave of kill 40 husks. So you need to find those modules quick, and you need to keep finding the modules so the timer doesn't stop. And then you can see that I did CBOT twice in here. CBOT is really easy to do now, so do CBOT if you can. I found I think it was 4 out of the 8 modules I found pretty quick, and then I used the CBOT to find the last 4, or I think the last 3. But we'll go ahead and fast forward through this. One thing I do want you to take note of on this, I do put the floor launchers with the reverse 45 stairs, all 360-degree directions, because that's something that I don't have to do later. I don't want to worry about doing that later, so it's a little bit wasteful in reference to materials because as you can see during the raid, I only used one side of the shelter, so essentially we had 3, 6, 9 floor launchers get wasted, maybe 6 floor launchers get wasted. So just take that into consideration. If you're not doing this for speed or doing this solo, just you can save your traps and trap as soon as you find out what direction the husks are coming from. Then you can throw down your launchers and you can really be resource, positive. You don't have to waste resources. Well, I was gonna fast forward, but now I decided that I'm just gonna cut it out because it's a really long section. As fast as I sped it up, it just turns into a blurb, and I think it's super boring. But if you think otherwise, just post down in the comments you would like to see the whole thing. But I don't think that's fun, but you can see right here, I'm going to put down gas traps, and then later I'm right here in my mind, I'm thinking I should build like a 1 long by 3 long gas trap, but it's blasters, so I kind of don't get the option to do it, so I'm kind of thinking on the run right now. The blasters are really high threat because they're pretty much the only thing in the game that can kill you in an instant, so I have to like disable that threat before I think any further. You can see right here I changed my mind. I'm just gonna put up double gas, so it doesn't double afflict them, but it's gonna keep affliction on them longer. And then I'm gonna start going to work on the smashers, man. Just the smashers really had their way with this. I had the smashers under the control for the most part for the first little part of the raid, But you can see towards the end the smashers kind of got out of control. It's just overwhelming the amount of DPS one person has to have on these smashers. And I think the repair the shelters are really cool because it doesn't give you the option to sit there and, you know, build and break the build limit. Like, I mean, you can just build in a ridiculous amount of traps before, you know, you find the modules, but it's really wasteful, man. And I think it would defeat the whole purpose of like posting a video or doing a video on repair the shelter. I think the repair the shelter is a really good raid to demonstrate a player's versatility and react to situations, because it's really fast paced after you find all of the modules. Of course, you can see right here that I'm just filling in the walls. As soon as a smasher busts through, you want to get those stairs back up so the smashers don't charge, and it keeps them from charging. So I'm gonna put some, you know, wall launchers down right now, but I'm not spending any real amount of time, you know, building or repairing. The big thing is you need to keep all of the you know, the mini husks from going inside, because the smashers are just going to knock down your walls, and then what's really bad for you is all the husks getting into the shelter. You can see right here I'm about 90% of the shelter, so I'm in good shape. I got about a minute left. Right here I'm going to put down, you know, the wall and the stairs, and I'm going to get back to shooting. Pretty soon here you can see the smashers are going to get out of control. I put down these stairs right there. That was a really good move on my part, because I can stay inside the base and I could LOS the blasters, and it was really effective. I didn't mean to put down stairs, but I just, you know, panic clicked and I put down whatever I had selected, and it ended up being stairs. But that ended up being a really good move on my part, because I could, you know, LOS the blasters and reduce the threat. Right here, I get in trouble, man. I switched over to my buzz cut, which was a physical. You could see me load the buzz cut earlier. I loaded the buzz cut because it's blasters, and I wanted to use that extra DPS on those non-elemental blasters. So I went to reload over. I went to change over to it, and the mag was empty, and there was too many blasters up. But right here, I mean, I got 22 seconds left. I'm just putting walls up. Right there, I fat fingered going commando, and then I just stopped shooting going commando at a smasher because it's pretty useless. Like, going commando is tech damage, and it's 50% damage reduction against elementals. So I just go on to shooting some other high threat enemy. But right here, you can see there's a couple of smashers up. But for the most part, I think I did pretty well. I think the shelter stayed over 50%. But hey, if there's any guys out there that want to try this, man, try this and post videos. I haven't seen anybody post videos of the 118 parties. So adds buff to 118. I've been looking on YouTube. I know Allura has done solos of these, but he hasn't posted vids on YouTube. But he, as far as I know, is the only person that has either done this live or posted YouTube videos about this. But that's pretty much gonna sum it up, guys. Hey, thank you for watching, and once again, man, the channel is doing really good. Every time I log on, I got more and more subs, so I appreciate all the continued support of the channel, and I appreciate what you guys do for me watching my videos and coming to say hi on the stream. It's awesome that the community is growing the way it is. But as always, folks, thank you for watching, and stay classy.